Hey guys, it's Hannah Rowe from the Starlettes, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you in detail how to do a full face of starlet makeup. Before we get started, some disclaimers. My routine may not be the same as yours, we may not use the same products, whatever, that's perfectly fine. I'm just setting up the general guideline of how to do it. And I know a lot of you are makeup experts, and that is perfectly fine. That's why I'm here, or you can ask any other older member how to do certain things. Now I'm going to start off by showing you what I do for my foundations, concealers, just my face. If you're good with that, then you can just skip ahead. I'll leave where the eyeshadow part starts. What I usually like to do when doing performance makeup is I like to prime my face because I feel like that makes your makeup last longer and it look better. So the products that I'm going to be using are these three. First, I'm going to be using the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt. It minimizes the look of pores, absorbs oil, and mattifies shine. I have combination skin, so oily and all in my T-zone. That's good for me. Next, I'm going to be using a face primer. This is by Trust Fund Beauty called Gimme Good Face. I use this because it makes your foundation look smoother and makes your face look smoother, so it helps with the foundation. Next, I'm going to be going in with a eyeshadow primer. This is by Urban Decay and Original. I'm using this because it'll make your eyeshadow not crease when you're getting all sweaty and stuff when you're performing. It helps with that. After giving our primers a good minute to set with our face, I'm then going to be going in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Now that our foundation is on and set, I'm then going to be using a concealer. I'm using NARS in Light 2 Vanilla. After doing our concealer, I am then going to be setting it the baking method using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. You can do whatever you want. Just don't use foundation powder. I've learned that that's not a good thing to do. Like, because you're setting foundation on top of foundation, so that it just makes it cakey and heavy. It's just not good. I'm using translucent baking powder because it'll help my concealer, like in my under eye, not crease as much. And when we're performing out in that heat and we're dancing a lot and it's sweating, we don't want our makeup to look like it's melting off, so this is going to help it stay. And since I have oily skin, this will help in my T-zone and make it not as oily later on in the day. While we are waiting for our face to set after putting all that baking powder on it, we will begin by starting our eyeshadow part of the look. For the eyeshadow part of the look, I'm going to be using the Naked Urban Decay palette. I'm assuming a lot of you, or most of you, have this palette, so this will be easy. Reminder, I'm just setting up a general guideline. You don't have to have this exact palette. These are just like the general colors that you would need for the look. So what I'm going to start off by using is Buck. It's a orangey matte color, and we're going to put that all in my crease. Remember, the key is to blend, blend, blend. And we're just going to blend this all on our crease and a little bit to our brow bone. That way it looks pretty. Next, we are going to be giving our eyeshadow look some depth by going in with a darker shade. And I'm using the Carly Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. And we are going to be using this color right here. It's a darker brown orange matte color. We're sticking with mattes. We'll get into the shiny stuff later. And we're just going to put this shade all in our outer corner and keep putting it in our crease. And what I like to do is I like to bring that same shade that we just put on and put it on our lower lash line. Then to deepen this look even more, we are going to go back in with the Naked palette. Again, you don't have to have all these palettes. These are just the general colors. And we are going to be taking Hustle. And yes, this does have shine in it, but it's a darker brown. And we're going to put that all in our outer corner and just blend it a little bit right here. Still keeping it on the outer corner. To make this all blended and look like one, we're going to put that on our lower lash line from the middle out. Now to add in some shine, we are going to be taking Sin and put that all over our lid. Next, we're going to put some highlight in our inner corner, and we're going to be taking Virgin and put that right here. And I also dampened up my little eyeshadow brush and I put it on my eye corner and on my brow bone to make it pop. Next, we are going to be putting on eyeliner. And real quick before we start getting into that, I know some of you ladies don't like to wear eyeliner, or you just don't look good in it, as you say so yourselves. Well, guess what? We don't care what you do or don't like. We don't care how you look doing it. Just do it. What I'm going to be using is Wet n Wild Mega Liner and put that all on my top lash line. We're not going to be doing any wing liners, nothing fancy like that. It's just a simple straight. Next, we are going to be putting on mascara after our eyeliner is done drying. I'm using the Better Than Sex Too Faced Mascara. Now that we're done with the eye part look after finishing off this mascara, we will now move on to how to do the cheek area. First, we're going to start with contouring our face. Now, Miss Buffy said that you don't have to contour and highlight if you don't want to, but since that's kind of the norm for makeup nowadays, it would make sense if we all did it, and we're all probably going to do it anyway. So, how you're going to contour is by getting you a little contour palette. This is the Light to Medium Contour Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to take either all the shades or just this middle shade. You know, to be extra, we're just going to take all of it. And we are going to put that in the hollows of our cheeks, the edges of our hairline, and our jawline and our nose, so we can look slim. See? Yes. Okay. After we've contoured our face, we will be putting on blush. I'm using the Ofra Rendezvous blush. Looks like this is a very warm, natural, everyday kind of pink, reddish kind of thing. And we're going to put that on the apples of our cheeks and make it look pretty. After doing our blush, we will be moving on to highlight. You can use whatever highlighter you want. I'm using the Carly Bell palette and I'm mixing these two together and just putting on the highlighting points of my face. What I like to do to intensify my highlight, to make it blinding, is using a little setting spray or water, whatever works, and just spray that on my brush. See? Huh? What? I'm being super extra, so I'm just like layering and layering that highlight. I want the people in the football stands to be able to see this highlight. It's so blinding. Now for our final step, we will be doing our lips. I'm using the NARS Cruella Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. It is a little bit on the pricier side, it's like $23 or $25, but it is worth it. It's better than Mary Kay. It's patchy, it doesn't stay long, it's just a mess. This one lasts me pretty much through the entire game. I have to do just very minimal amounts of refilling, and I'm good for the game. And this is the final look, ladies. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you luck. Bye!